Busted. President Trump just revealed exactly what the media is covering up by us4trump.com. This Sunday morning, our President Trump tweets about the Fox and Friends segment regarding the truth about the origins of the Mueller special counsel. Representative Darrell Issa joins Abby Huntsman and others as he reveals what's happening with the Mueller probe and how to get around the DOJ and FBI stonewalling Congress. POTUS pinpoints the biggest story on the Mueller special counsel cover-up. President Trump tweets the following: "Seems like the Department of Justice and FBI had a program to keep Donald Trump from becoming president." Darrell Issa, Fox and Friends at Fox and Friends. If this happened to the other side, everybody involved would be in jail. This is a media cover-up of the biggest story of our time, and he's absolutely correct on that. Specifically, what did Fox and Friends ask Issa to warn a tweet from the President of the United States? First, it's important to note Darrell Issa sits on both panels of the House Judiciary and Oversight Committees, which means he has seen the documents that the American people have not. Additionally, Issa will be involved with the Bruce Orr joint congressional hearing scheduled for August 28th regarding Orr's contacts with Dirty Dossier creator Christopher Steele, specifically to find out how the coordinated effort between the Obama White House and the Clinton campaign to drag down Donald Trump occurred. Abby asks Issa about Bruce Orr and his impending testimony with Congress. Issa responds with a signal to President Trump that Congress needs the documents declassified. Issa discusses Orr's behavior and that of the Obama people involved in the setup and the subsequent cover-up of the special counsel. He says, how could they ethically not disclose these conflicts of interest and contacts? He continues, the word bias gets thrown around all the time, so let's move past the question of can you prove bias? Can you prove unethical behavior? Or on its face, that's what we have. Specifically, failure to disclose contacts that shouldn't have happened. His, meaning Orr's own conflict because of his wife, clearly these contacts that make it seem like the Department of Justice had a program designed to keep Donald Trump from becoming president. Issa states we're not getting the answers we want from the DOJ or FBI. They continue to stonewall the congressional committees. Then, with the proverbial megaphone, you can almost see the big red letters as Issa says in a calm, low and steady voice, what we need clearly is an order from the President around the Attorney General, if necessary, that the Department of Justice fully complies with Congress, period. Issa continues, I believe the Attorney General and his recusal has created a stumbling block which his deputy, Rod Rosenstein, has chosen not to comply. The California Republican also discloses that one of the techniques the previous administration uses to stonewall Congress is to say they won't comment on ongoing investigations that never ends, and that will stop the oversight committees from continuing. He then reminds Fox and Friends and the American people about a tragedy that occurred during the Obama era. Furthermore, Congress is still not getting answers on that case either. The former chairman of the House Oversight and Government Reforms Committee says people remember Brian Terry. Yeah, let's take a quick listen here.
We are back with this newly declassified text between former DOJ official Bruce Orr and the author of that anti-Trump dossier, revealing an alleged coordination between the Obama White House and the Clinton campaign to drag down Donald Trump.
GOP lawmakers demanding answers, and hopefully now they'll get them, as Bruce Orr is reportedly scheduled to face the House Judiciary and Oversight Committees on August 28th.
So what are they hoping to hear? GOP Congressman Darrell Issa sits on those panels. He joins us now live. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
So, what do you expect?
Well, what we want to know is how could somebody, any attorney, but particularly a high-ranking deputy in the Department of Justice, how could they ethically not disclose these conflicts and contacts? The word bias gets thrown around all the time, so let's move past the question of can you prove bias. Can you prove unethical behavior? On its face, that's what we have. Failure to disclose contacts that shouldn't have happened, his own conflict because of his wife, but clearly these contacts that make it seem like the Department of Justice had a program designed to keep Donald Trump from becoming president.
So you could throw out, lawsuits, as we've seen from Judicial Watch in places, and also subpoenas, as we're hearing that might happen with Rod Goodlatte on members of the DOJ and the FBI. But it seems like time and time again, we're not getting them to comply. We're not getting the answers, or at least you're not getting the answers that you're wanting, and many American people are waiting for those. Why is it taking so long, and why are we not getting that information?
Well, oddly enough, Congress hasn't given itself any tool other than a subpoena, which can be at times ignored, and impeachment, which is a pretty blunt tool. There's no question at all. What we need clearly is an order from the president around the attorney general, if necessary, that the Department of Justice fully comply with Congress, period. Ultimately, that's what we need. I know the president feels that way. I believe that the attorney general and his recusal has created a stumbling block in which his deputy has chosen not to comply.
Congressman, have you and others formally gone to the White House and said, we would request you, we want you to make this move to press DOJ and the FBI to finally comply?
Well, I think one of the problems is that because this is an investigation about wrongdoing against President Trump when he was candidate Trump, there may be a reluctance. In the ordinary course, it would be Jeff Sessions' job to do it. If not, Rod Rosenstein. Obviously, the deputy's not willing to do it. So, yes, Mark Meadows, Jim Jordan, myself, and others who very much care about getting to the truth. We've spent our careers on the Oversight and Judiciary Committees. We want that. We want compliance. We're tired of this idea that ongoing investigations that never end will stop you. Just a sideline, people remember Brian Terry gunned down during the early parts of the Obama administration. We still don't have all the answers on that.
And this is years later. You make an important point there. And I think to Abby's point a moment ago, people want to see accountability at some point. Congressman, we appreciate you coming in, sir.
Good to see you this morning.
And as you can see, it goes on and on. We really need answers to these questions. Absolutely. Because, enough is enough, really. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.